Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. You all can call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound. I gotta tell you that today's episode and the next episode are post-commentary. I guess I didn't push in the button for my audio interface, so I wasn't capturing anything I said. And that kind of upsets me. I don't like post-commentary because, well, all the emotion's gone. And I kind of forgot what I even did here, unfortunately. And it's like, man, but I'm going to try my best to at least explain what's going on or just say what's coming up. Now, the big thing here is I edited this episode and the next one even further than I already did. I'm only showcasing the first battles I get into with new enemies because I don't know what I said during these enemies. I think right here I was explaining that there's a magic butterfly that goes up there, so if you want to heal, get some free healing points, and get some free PP, then you can just go ahead and exit and enter the area over and over again, and that will help you heal and kind of get you prepared because, well, I don't know, I feel like I wasn't really... I'm going to be having trouble. And I was like, you know what? I was like, well, I just kind of want to make sure that, you know, before I continue on my journey, that I'm going to go ahead and, well, be prepared. I don't know what else is there to say. And if you all need anything at all to eat or just to buy anything, yeah, well, basically just to get any health, this guy sells it to you. So, and here, I don't even know. See that this is why post-commentary was a little iffy. I don't even know what the hell what I was doing right there. But you know, once again, I'll try my freaking best to do this. I would have re-recorded this entirely, but I already was playing the other two episodes I did in this recording in this batch. They were fine. So I'm like, ah, crap. So I didn't want to redo everything. So screw it. But we got a few new enemies here. Actually, the red antoids, the armored frog, and I believe like the farm zombie. Now, from my understanding, the antoids are actually pretty dangerous. And you might be wondering, well, why the hell is the ant the most dangerous thing here? But they bite pretty damn hard. Excuse me. And that's from something I experienced off screen. I'm like, oh crap. And a majority of these enemies are weak to fire. Obviously you can use Jeff's spy ability to figure out, you know, what they're weak to. But yeah, I would say the main thing you want to take care of are the red antoids, and it seems like fire is definitely the best bet. Then after that, the armored frog. The zombie is not really too much of a hassle, in my opinion anyway. See, 22 HP, that's not too bad, and you can see there, 31. So obviously the frog is just a little bit more tougher. But I believe more tougher, did I just really say that? More tough. But I believe with the armor frog, you don't actually want to bash, because if you do, I believe he counterattacks. So you do want to use PP to attack him. Dear God. So that was a pretty good experience, and with that, level 20 offense by 3, defense by 1, speed by 1, guts by 1, vitality by 1, IQ by 4, and HP by 10. That's very nice. And PP by 20. That was beautiful. Paula's gonna be needing a lot of that because she is basically our magic dealer. He went up to level 19, normal levels. Really, it seems like the most important thing for Jeff is IQ. But somebody told me that did I mention it before? Well, IQ is gonna be important for him because I'm not sure if I bring it up later in the later episodes or if I already have brought it up. But IQ is gonna be very important for him. And of course, there was like 2 presents on the way, as you saw there. There's a bomb and a protein drink. And as mentioned before, if we've seen these enemies, boom, I cut it out. I'm sure I said something there, and I probably left it in the original recording, but I was like, you know what? F it. I think I'm just kind of checking my experience to see, like, am I close to leveling up? It seems like I get another battle, I'll be good. That right there, that cave is actually where you want to go, but I just want to see what was up here, and what was up there was a freaking hard enemy, which is, I believe, known as the plain crocodile. Yep, the plain crocodile. He's actually very tough as well. Now, I'm not sure if he's like the armored frog, where you have to use magic to defeat him, or because if you bash, he might counterattack. I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of just went full out. So you saw me there. I used freaking gaming beta as well as the fire beta. You see that fire really wasn't the best thing there. He definitely, but he's vulnerable to freeze. And like one of the greatest things about using freeze is you can solidify your enemy and at least give a chance to do so. And well, maybe they won't move, and maybe they'll help you out. Now, as you can see, there's like, oh well. Before going into that, but coming up here, we have the other, not the other, but we have the Fuzzy Pickles guy. Till this, even right now, I have no idea what the hell he's doing here, what the hell is it all going to be for, but I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll come across it later. Now see, I've noticed up here, like, there's a little area, I'm like, holy crap, I can go behind the waterfall, and I really couldn't do anything. You see that right there? I'm pushing up against the waterfall, but nothing's happening. Like, I don't know who's saying that, like, no problem here, when obviously there's a huge problem there. But yeah, we simply just can't do anything with that now, and after getting in this fight, I'm like, screw it. Let's go into that cave that we saw. Oh, actually, well, Jeff leveled up to level 20. Offense by 2, defense by 1, speed by 2, guts by 1, vitality by 1, IQ by 3. IQ is, once again, very, very important for Jeff, that he has. Well, that he keeps it. So having to go up by 3 is actually a huge deal. Luck by 2, and was it HP by 5? Nah, it's something. Oh. Now, I think it was the next episode where I kind of mad my commentary was lost there, because it's like, oh, I really had a nice reaction to something, but you guys will see. Bottle rockets. Usually those items, like, those are stuff that Jeff can use, if I haven't mentioned before. And there's a new enemy here. I believe these are violent roaches. They're actually very easy, and they give off quite a bit of experience. So you can just probably bash them and just go to town on them. And he's weak to a lot of things, actually. You see paralysis, fire, freeze, yeah. But like those items that Jeff can use, like bottle rockets, big bottle rockets, stuff he can fix, you want to make sure it's in his inventory. So during battle, if you actually want to use something like that, well, he can have access to it. I think at this point, Paula has a lot of it for whatever reason, because I never bothered to clean out the inventory, unfortunately. It's always been a big problem of mine not using my items in RPGs, and this game's kind of punishing me for it. I really just got to use stuff that I wasn't going to use. And this is where I got so confused. This little thing. I remarked that he looked like a walking testicle. With a face. He looks like a damn scrotum. I don't know what else to say. So, like, I was flabbergasted, and then this happens. I had a fun time trying to read that. I'm like, what the hell is that? So, I actually knew about, if you want to say, the lore of these people. I knew about the text, and I knew, like, what their names were. I don't think I've ever seen who they actually were, though. But these are Mr. Saturn. They're all called Mr. Saturns. We are in Saturn Valley. So these, yep, that's what they are. These little things are Mr. Saturns. In here, I believe you can actually rest up for free. Yep. Do you want slumber? KO. That's kind of the voice I gave them, because I was like, what is the most appropriate voice for these things? And it just seems like, I guess the text makes me feel like they go, hi, something like that. But yeah, I would continuously do that voice, but I am feeling a little out of it, unfortunately. Hopefully it didn't come off so much in this video. I don't know. It is a little late, yes, but I'm also just I feel because the weather change has been really drastic here. It was like ridiculously hot, and now it was very, very cool. And whenever that happens, my body's like, nope. So that's always fun, but I'll push through it. I want to get this done, and I need to get this out of the way. So this is Dr. Saturn. So basically, he just kind of operates the same way as any other hospital in the game. And like see what he kept saying? He keeps saying boing. I kept saying doing because I couldn't tell. I was like, is that a B or D? But when you notice the D is like really shown off. You know, when he says ding. When he says boing, there is like a little kind of line to separate, you know, right in the middle to make it a B. See, like a little curve or a little swirl. I don't know what the hell that my brain didn't click. That's a freaking boing. A roast promoter. If I don't check what it is now, basically it's a item to use against metallic items that deals around 200 HP of damage, I think. So yeah. And in here, actually, to be quite honest with you guys, now that I think about it, I don't think I got the other two items in here. So there's a protractor and what else? Broken spray can. Which I think the broken spray can, if Jeff fixes it, turns into insecticide spray. I think. I believe that kind of heightens your defense in one battle. Oh, there you go. That's where I look at the rust promoter. It's just gone after one use. It just damages metallic items, or metallic enemies, I should say. If something gets pilled, doubles your guts during battle. But after that, it goes back to normal. And to be quite honest, I'm still a little bit confused what guts and I think vitality and a few other stats actually mean. Because, I mean, there's offense, defense, speed, luck, you know, like, that stuff is understandable, but when it comes to, like, guts and I think vitality and something else, I'm a little iffy on still, but I'm sure I'll figure it out, or I'm sure somebody will tell me. So yeah, there's that. I want to say the remainder of this episode is going to be me kind of like looking around the town. So, not much action here. So he's going to give us a special thing, but he says not now. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I just got to remember to go back there later. So he's saying that if we have $380, and I think I had a hard time trying to see like what the hell he trying to secret mat. And then if we have not 780, I forgot there was even a 1. If we have 1,780, he'll give us a horn of life. And I was like, okay, I have that money, but I don't want to spend it on that with something I don't know what it is. Now this, Mr. Saturn, is actually very important, because he's going to tell us the secret of like a base. It's behind Grapefruit Falls. That's actually where we were. So, the ballot man, I don't know what he says there. Say password and stand still for 3 minutes. I thought, like, what the hell? Really? You'll see what I mean. So, you have to talk to him to like, actually continue with the game. And then, I don't even know what the hell this guy says. If my pass menu actually go ahead and click on it. Scary guy boing. Grapefruit Falls. Scary, sick, barfy. Well, they kept talking about Master Belch a few times already, so I wonder if that's who he means. If you go out here, absolutely nothing. It's like, well, that was something. Thank you, Mr. Saturns, for building a semi-pointless thing. Unless it's kind of like a balcony, then I guess it's okay. They need a scenic view. Yeah. What does it say? Lots of friends taken behind the falls. There's more of you bastards then? Oh, great. And there's just a little Mr. Saturn hanging up here for the hell of it. I did see a mad duck enemy up here, but I guess I despawned him. He was talking about how 3 was full of zombies, but we got that sticky paper. So that takes care of them. Up here is actually a very nice place. This is, you can just tell from the music. It's a shop. Well, I don't know what, I think I accidentally went out. So there's a shop here. And you might be wondering what the hell's that machine on the left? Well, I think you know, but you'll see in a bit. So, in regards to what he actually has to buy, apparently I'll show that later, my inventory is pretty freaking full. And I think what I do off-screen is I call up Escargo Express, and I move like an insignificant item, a few other things. Two other things. An insignificant item, I think the backstage pass and the jar of fly honey. I think I deliver it, so I can just free up some space. And I sell whatever I feel like I don't need, just so that, once again, I can have some free space, because I'm surprised that even with 3 party members, I am running very low on inventory, and that just shows my management skills when it comes to this game. What are you gonna do? So here's what he actually has to buy. Now you see, like, he has a secret herb and horn of life for the amount that the other Mr. Saturn mentioned. The thing is, like, I would like to actually know what it is before I even bother to buy it. But I don't think this game actually has an option. It's like to examine it before you get it. So it's like, crap, I don't want to spend $1,780 on something that may be a complete piece of crap. So even right now, I don't know what the hell that is. I could look it up, but screw it. If I ever need it for something, I know where I can go to pick it up. Something that I would recommend getting in terms of health is the peanut cheese bar. Sounds a little disgusting, but screw it. For $22, it's not too bad, and I believe they heal 100 HP, which at this point in the game is actually very well. It's pretty freaking good, because most of the time, I mean, their HP, at least for Paula and Jeff, are, let's just say on average, 130, 140, and I usually don't get their health to dip below, like, 40s or 30s, because I want them to have high HP. So if I feel like, they're getting a little bit of trouble, just eat a freaking peanut cheese bar and you're maxed out. You have nothing to worry about there. So here, like, honestly, this is another reason for post commentary. I don't know what the hell I was doing here, to be quite honest, and I apologize. I'm sure here I probably could have cut out even more, but I wasn't sure what was needed, what wasn't needed. Figure I might as well let you guys know what my thinking process was. I think the main thing here is, like, I wanted to buy more things, but I need a space. Like the PSI caramel, that'd be something that'll be very useful for, like, Paula or even Ness. But it's like, I don't want to get rid of it, like, absolutely right now. Unless I'm actually use PP in a battle, but. Or did I actually get rid of it? Wow, I think I just sold it. No, I didn't. Skip sandwich, yeah. I don't see a purpose of having it. Yes, it makes you walk blocks faster, but I don't think it actually offers anything else. The only other thing I can think of is that maybe it'll increase your agility or your speed when you get into battle, so your turn comes first. Which, yes, is a great thing to have. And it could turn tide of battle here and there, but nah. Now, this Mr. Saturn, as you saw the other one bought or sold, like food items, stuff like that, he sells the weapons. Bionic Slingshot is available for both Ness and Paula, but I actually forego getting it because slingshots have that hit percentage actually pretty high, so I'm like, screw it. Now, actually, great things I have are the red ribbon for Paula, and I think both the silver bracelet and great charms, yes, for Ness and Jeff. As you can imagine, that's quite a bit of change. I gotta get there. So it's like 12. it's almost like $2,300 I gotta have total to get all that I need. So I'm like, crap, I don't have that much money. Well, that little thing burping out the piece of paper is no other than a freaking ATM machine. Because, I mean, come on, I don't think the game's gonna be that sadistic where it's gonna throw you an item shop and not give you an ATM. So, there you go. Now I have the money for it, and once again, another thing I think I kind of forgot is if you buy weapons or items, whatever, and you want it to be equipped on the character, it needs to be in their inventory. It needs to be like their exact inventory. It can't be like, say, like I bought something for Paula and Ness has it for whatever reason. I gotta figure out a way to like switch my items around so Paula can have it so she can actually equip it. It makes a lot of sense, it does. But I'm like, oh dang. Now you notice there, I believe it was like the travel charm, it rose my defense by 1. And it's like, or is it a great charm? Whatever. It rose it only by 1 defense. And it's like, oh my god. Now you may be wondering, why the hell did I spend like, $400 on something like that if it barely brought up my defense? Well, I believe it actually has like a little bit more of a passive ability, which most of the items here do. And I believe that the Great Charm does. I believe it saves us from, or makes us immune to paralysis, which is actually, it's actually pretty good. I mean, because the way I use paralysis and like in some of the early bosses, I was just totally wrecking them. Like they stayed in that state of paralysis for the entire battle. And I'm like, there's no way this is considered a boss battle, but you know, technically it was. And I think I used it for 2 bosses, and I was like, wow, okay. Obviously, if there's like a bigger boss, I doubt he's gonna be susceptible to it, but you know, still. Whew. And I thought, oh my god, man, his defense sucked. And I'm like, no, I totally forgot that I actually removed his defense item from beforehand. So I believe it's here where I figure out exactly what the Great Charm and Silver Bracelet do. I could be entirely wrong there. Or it could be here where I figure out, like, oh, wait a minute, that thing needs to be, well, here we go, the Great Charm. Must be equipped in your body, protects you from paralysis. I thought it also protected you from something else. Oh, bit of speed. There you go. So, yes, it rose my defense just by 1 point, but it has a pretty nice passive thing to it, you know? Who knows how bad paralysis can actually be later in the game. I mean, I'm sure it can really screw with us. And oh, here we go. We find out more about the peanut cheese bar, as mentioned earlier. 100 HP. You know, it always threw me off track when the game said, "Oh, it heals about this or it deals about this amount of HP," and I'm like, "So, are you just giving me an estimate, or is it going to, give me the exact number?" And I think from the game so far, it basically means it's going to give you the exact number. And once I find out that it gives me 100 HP each, I'm like, I think I'm going to go on a little spending spree. I mean, shoot, I have the money for it. That's kind of another reason why you kind of want to keep fighting, because, I mean, shoot, when you get in fights, you get more experience, one, but you also get money. And money's nice. I have no idea if I'm anywhere near close to what I need to do here. Oh, actually, yeah, we're done here with Saturn Valley because we can't actually go anywhere else. But if you remember when we talked that one Mr. Saturn, he did mention that he mentioned a secret into getting into into the secret base. And screw the Violet Roach. He's, well, piece of history. So I'm like, okay, that's the only place we have left to go. We'll go back to the Grapefruit Falls, and we'll take his advice. He said the guy is going to say the password, and then just wait 3 minutes. Now, once again, when I first heard that, I'm like, seriously? Like, just wait 3 minutes? Is the game gonna do something? You'll see. Oh, Paula goes up to level 21. She learns offense up alpha. I still don't use any of the status buffs. Like, she has, like, offense up. It just says, like, defense down, or I think she'll get it later. No, so she has offense up, and then shield. It's like, I don't use those yet. I don't know why. And PSI shield, it blocks an enemy's PSI attack, and I think Ness has just a regular, like, shield up or defense up, something like that. And that just protects overall. So, pretty nice. And those, at least offense up, it gets stacked. I'm not sure if PSI shield does. I would think that if it does, it would say. But then again, I could be entirely wrong. I am not sure. So, either way, we have good buffs to our disposal if you really, really want it. So yeah. We go up here. Say the password. So like I never said it before. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, huh. Yep. And literally, this is where I put down the controller. Actually, I moved it again. I'm like, okay, maybe he's literal about 3 minutes. And I was like, you know what? It really is 3 minutes. I know that's how, like, you know, the game has a quirkiness to it. It must be this. So I literally put down my controller for 3 minutes. And what's going to happen next time? Well, you just got to find out in the next episode, guys. So once again, sorry for the post-commentary, and sorry about the next episode, but things will go back to normal soon enough. So as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Earthbound. Love you all. I'll see you guys later.